went to that Quebec tournament, the big Pee Wee tournament. They all went. All those guys were on that team. Unbelievable.
And did you ask him how they lost?
I left that out. I said who was coaching. I left it at that. Here's Ekblad in front. Ekblad turns and scores! Aaron Ekblad early on, a $1.20 in, and the Panthers have the lead.
In the open of the show, he's going to be aggressive, jumping in on the play. There it is, a broken up play. It was a 3-on-1, and this goal does not happen unless Ekblad stays aggressive, stays in there, turns around, and a quick wrister.
Ryan Lomberg speeding the center up on the wing. It's Hornqvist. Round it goes for Stahl. So Stahl getting his regular shift here with Lomberg and Hornqvist. Krug trying to clear, couldn't do it. Gudas shoots and scores! Ratko let it fly! And the Panthers have a 2-0 lead early on.
Oh, smoke him if you got him. He likes the way that this defense is playing, aggressive. And guess what? The Panthers have a 2-0 lead. A wrist shot. Looks like it redirected. But either way, Panthers 2 goals by defensemen. They're a big part of the offense for the Panthers. There it goes back, and just a little wrist shot just handcuffs Greiss. And the Panthers off to a...
Verhaeghe to the line. Knocked off his stick. And Barbashev has it for St. Louis. Lead pass Tarasenko. Gudas right on him. Gudas with the bump and the puck separation. That's vintage Gudas, and now Verhaeghe's got a breakaway. In all alone, and he scores! Gudas started it. Verhaeghe finishes it. 3-0.
Here it is. There's Gudas. Takes out his man. Then the pass. Reinhart, cross ice, right to Verhaeghe, right in stride. And we know what the Schwank man can do when he gets control of that puck. And he's got time to let it go. Picks the far corner.
A dozen on the year. Away go the Panthers. It's an odd man rush. White moves in. White waits. Centering pass tipped away. He was trying to find Montour, who was coming right up the middle. Levo shoots. Saved by Knight. Rebound in front. Saad scores. And the Blues get one back. Just their second shot of the game.
Well, it looked like the Panthers had recovered after that odd man rush. And the St. Louis Blues, they break it up. Their transition, it was a deflected shot that came in. There it was off the stick. And Spencer Knight made the first save, but Panthers just couldn't recover. And Saad was right there in the position. You see a little bit of the confusion.
Intended for Forsling. Eric Stahl with a steal. White gloves it down. Here comes Cousins into the offensive zone. Cousins centering feed. Montour saved by Greiss. Montour jumping up again.
Another juicy rebound as Greiss is just fighting that puck.
Here we go. Patrick Hornqvist gonna drop it with Torrey Krug. Now these two, you know, have history. Hornqvist all those years in Pittsburgh. Krug with the Bruins, and they dance at center ice.
And they both fall down. Yeah, you wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot. At least on that sequence. Never know the backstory. Schenn for Falk. And back. Schenn putting it out in front. They couldn't get a redirection, and the Panthers are on it. And here comes Reinhart with Lundell. 2-on-1 as the power play ends. It's Reinhart for Lundell. Score! And it's 4-1.
Look at the positioning. The Panthers get control of the puck. Look at Reinhart. St. Louis Blues just let him out, and now off to the races. Wait for Lundell. And you saw Greiss. He just overplayed Reinhart, and all Lundell had to do was put it in the top part of the net.
Blues ended up with 6 shots in that period, but for a long time, Spencer Knight didn't see pucks. So here we go in the third. Saad takes the loose puck, centering pass, and the shot goes wide from Rosen. Put out in front, and it's in! O'Reilly banks it in, and the Blues are within 2 in the third.
That was a smart play by the St. Louis Blues as the 2 players came out of the penalty box. It went right to O'Reilly, picked it up off the sideboards, and there you see, he just banked it off the inside leg of Spencer Knight. Big goal by St. Louis.
Steele. This is Cousins all alone in front. Saved by Greiss. Cousins couldn't believe it. He looked skyward. He thought he had him beat.
Again, Gudas with an excellent elimination of O'Reilly, and that puck spun free, and the Panthers out of their own end.
Kyrou has it. Speeds in and shoots, and he scores. And St. Louis is within a goal.
Back the other way with an outlet pass on the right side. The Panthers looked like they gave way too much room.
But the Blues about to push here in the third. Leddy gliding in, trying to get to the net, take it away. Put out towards Barbashev, centering feed, the chance, and they score! And Tarasenko has tied this game at 4.
Panthers just couldn't organize which man to take. Watch on this side over here now. Here's where the puck's going to come, and timed perfectly. Tarasenko came in, and by the time the Panthers realized, it was in the back of the net.
Picked up by Barbashev. Puck comes around, loosened behind the net. Chipped in front. Knight finds it, covers up. Forsling back behind his own net, lost it to O'Reilly. Centering feed, here's a shot. Knight the save, it's loose in the blue paint. The Panthers keep it out for now. O'Reilly again with 25 to go, shoots. Knight lost his mask. They've got to blow the whistle. Blues are right back on it. Sent on goal, Knight steers it away. And we are going overtime after St. Louis scores 3 times in less than 8 minutes in the third period. St. Louis 2-0 after regulation. One in a shootout, one of them in overtime. The Panthers are 1-2. The only game that ended in overtime. The Panthers unable to get a shot after possession time for most of the opening minute. Losterinen is now out there. Gorhagian. Here comes Kyrou. Gets a step. Kyrou, the backhand score. And the Blues come all the way back and win it in overtime, 5-4.
Here's from behind the net. And all of a sudden, Kyrou takes off and takes that long pass and then goes to the backhand for the game winner in overtime. What a turn of events. The Panthers had this game in full control with a 4-1 lead.